Well, hello everyone. This is Robin Carter with Robin's Creations. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas, and today I'm here to share the unboxing of the May 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit, and today is April 19th. So I got mine sometimes a little later than normal. Sometimes I'm lucky and get it a little early. I was beginning to wonder about this kit, but it did arrive this morning. Before we begin, let me thank all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. And I hope you find some inspiration with this unboxing to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any alternatives I make with this kit. So if you are new and have some kits sitting around that you're looking for alternative ideas for, be sure and check out my YouTube channel. Just click on videos and then they will be in date order earliest first. And then you can check out all my alternatives I have made with these kits. All right, so let me switch to hands down so we can get started and share the next quarter of kits coming, or the next month. No, we don't know the next quarter yet. Anyway, going on now is the subscription period for the June 2025 kit named Full of Charm. Now they have mentioned that it's going to coordinate with a Floral Charm Suite collection, and this is going to be a part of the new online exclusives. There's my word I was looking for. It's going to be part of the new online exclusives that will be available in July. Now demonstrators can pre-order that in June, so you may want to wait and see what this one is all about as far as the coordinating suite. It is a card kit, and as you know, everything is included in these kits. Or if you're new, you may not know, everything is included in these kits to complete the cards as designed. So there's no shame in doing them just like they are. That's what these kits were intended for. A quick to your house kit with everything included. But I like to extend mine more, so this will just be the unboxing today. Also, don't miss out on the add-on dies. I've used these quite a bit, especially with the last couple of months. So the item number for it is 166238, and these dies are available while supplies last. So don't miss out on those. Let me set this up here and then we can get started. Okay, here is the May kit. Now the only thing I have done is taken off the saran wrap and the mailing label, and have that handy because we're going to want to test our stamps with that. Okay, so we have a Misty Moonlight spot, ink spot, and then here are the stamps. So like I tell you, even if you don't think you're going to complete this kit right away, always test your stamp. So I just take off the flimsy part, leave this like it is. Let me grab a full-size pad. I forgot to do that ahead of time. I'm going to use my Misty Moonlight full-size pad and just take the ink directly. I'm going to go off over here in case my pad touches my grid sheet. So I just use the back of the label, the mailing label, to test these. All right, I inked them up well. Now I didn't do Versamark ahead of time, and I normally do that. So let's see how well it does getting all the images. So you want to test them just because they may not be etched correctly. I think I've only had that happen once or twice, but with any stamps, including regular order stamps, you want to test them right when you get them in case for some reason they are defective. Okay, that's nice and crisp. I may have moved the birds a little bit. So let me get my chamois and just wipe this off. And then I can put my little film back on here. It's a little wet, so I'm going to let it sit to the side here so it can dry. Anyway, here are our sentiments. I love you. Now notice they may not be as crisp as they will be when you do on super smooth stamping paper. So this, like I said, was just the label. You mean the world to me. Now I love that stamp. I don't think we've had that saying in a while. Happy birthday, and I really love the script there. Best dad ever, you're the greatest, happy Father's Day, and then some birds. They go like that. I like all the birds. You don't have to stamp multiple times. That I think it's one stamp that gets all those birds. And to a wonderful man. So that's our stamps. I like those. So now let's get into the goodies of the kit. If you're new, it usually comes wrapped up in this tissue paper. And I just kind of pull it up like that. And when you open it, your goodies are like that. But if you flip it, there is the finished cards on the instruction sheet right there. Now I set my box aside because I like to store everything in these nice thinner envelopes. Anyway, let's get started with this, and I'll set this aside till we get some goodies to put in there. All right, I like to cut off on the cardboard where there's no goodies. That way I don't damage my supplies. And then you can just tear this off. And sometimes it comes off easier than other times and not. Okay, so we have some tear and tape, which is nice. We've received that lately rather than a whole lot of dots, but I do love those dots, so I hope we keep getting them. Now I'm going to immediately switch to the instructions. They are, like I call them, IKEA instructions, picture mainly only. Anyway, these are the instructions as intended. So you can follow that. And note you also have a ruler here if you're taking this kit on the go and need a ruler. That it's on the edge of the instruction sheet. And let's read the coordinating colors. So it is Basic Black, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, which was our ink spot, Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. So here are all the supplies listed right there. Okay, and then underneath your instructions is this sheet that is the artwork of the stamp. So they no longer print those on this thicker acetate. You have this. Now I store it in my sleeves, which I'll show in my next video. And my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, don't worry, I'm so sorry. I have been busy reorganizing my craft room and I have yet to mail out your April sleeves. So I will mail the April and May together, hopefully this week. So now that I have this, I can make the sleeve for those. And I store this in there as well. I just fold it on the score line and do it inside my sleeve I make. All right, so let's put this away. Now this is what I call my favorite things. It's like a 7 by almost 10 plastic envelope, very thin, and it stores all my Paper Pumpkin supplies. One thing I see them do on kit videos, Stampin' Up! Is who I'm talking about. When they get a stamp off, they test it and they put it on a block. I think I have a skinny block over here. And when they test it, they kind of go off the cardboard like that. So that could help also get off any film that maybe your stamps might have just during the process of making them. So I just thought I would point that out. Versamark works just as well. And I know some people have been like, you're damaging your full-size pad. Well, I have had no trouble inking my stamps in Versamark and then with the ink pad directly. So you do what works best for you. I find that works best. Okay, here are the supplies. Now I love this little tree here, and it is a die cut. I was kind of hoping it was a vellum, but it's not vellum. You punch this out. Okay, nice little tree, and then a saying already stamped. Thank you for being the person you are. And then this scene right here. So it's a whole scene with the trees. So we have 3 of those. We can put this away. Oh, I guess I should show what I'm doing. I just put everything. Excuse me, I'm just putting everything in the sleeve. And now these that I've already punched out, so I don't lose those, I'm going to put them in one of my smaller ones. Now, if you see my alternatives, you know I put all the goodies ready for my alternatives in these, all my card components. Okay, and then we have card bases. Let me just grab all of those and we'll get started with those. Now, I like that this is a double-sided scene. So right away, you know you can at least get 2 alternatives using this card base. We'll see what I come up with after I start working with it. So we have 1, 2, 3 like that. Get it closer. Okay, more goodies. Now, these are vellum printed. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. There's 3 of these and they're quite thick. You can see this is like a misty moonlight color. You can kind of see my hand through it because it's vellum. And then a green. I'm assuming this is a light mossy meadow or old olive type of color. All right, so let's put those in the smaller one, so I don't have to go swimming for them in my larger one. So 3 of those. You know, I can put probably the whole thing, everything in there. Okay, we're back to another card base. I like the sky look of that. All right, so 1, 2, 3 of those. And more goodies in between each card base. That's kind of interesting. Usually they're kind of all together. I'm not going to punch these out. As you can see, these are punch outs. Each one of these to make like a scene. So we have 3 of those. And then one more. I like this one with like a sun look right there. It's white. And of course, 3 of these. And I'll get you a close-up of that one. All right, so let's put these away and see what else we have to work with this month. Are you guys almost done with any other kit? I have a few more cards to finish my April kit, and then I will put the instructions for all of it on my Etsy shop. Now, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, you know you get the PDF emailed to you, so I hope you enjoy those. Now we have some labels. These are pretty basic rectangles and skinnier rectangles. There, maybe you can see them a little better. Just skinny, nothing special about those. A large sheet of dimensionals. Now I really like receiving dimensionals because if you follow me, you know I use a lot of them. Now I can already tell I'm going to love these envelopes. So let's flip it over. We have 3 of each color, it looks like. So these look like they're more Lost Lagoon, and I can tell you I'm going to make alternatives with these. They are just white on the inside, but colored front and back for alternatives. So we have 3 like the Lost Lagoon color. 3, I'm guessing this is more of the petal pink color that coordinates. So I'm also going to make some feminine cards with this kit, and my guess is the envelopes, this envelope will serve a great purpose for that. Oh, more goodies in between. 2, 3 of those. That's kind of interesting that they put those in between the envelopes. Are those different than what we got? Yes, those are different colors. And then this pretty blue color. Now, if you follow my channel, you know I also did an unboxing of the Blues kit. Let me see what it is. Oh, Beautiful Blues kit. And because I've been redoing my craft room, I have not had a chance to make alternatives there. So this may have been why you haven't heard from me in a few weeks or days, maybe a week. It's because I have been busy as a bee redoing my craft room. Now, it doesn't look like much behind me. I mainly did the storage of my stamp sets and did some bookcases and stuff like that. So that's what I have been up to. And as you know, all of this stuff fits in this envelope. And there is a link to all of these little envelopes in my description box of this video and previous videos. They are found on Amazon, and as an Amazon affiliate, I get a few pennies back at no cost to you for recommending these products. So if you plan to use that or have used those links in the past, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. So until my next video, which will be alternatives of this, I'm going to work on my cut file for the sentiments. So if you don't know, I am allowed to make cut files for the sentiments, and there's quite a few. I don't know if I'm going to do one for that. They're not that hard to make. I may go ahead and include that, and those will be on my Etsy shop, as well as other cut files that are there. So there's a link to my Etsy shop in this video description as well. So go check out all those files and see if there's one you would like to add to your cutting machine. I make them in SVG, which works for a Cricut or a Silhouette, and then also the FCN, which is exclusively for the scan and cut. The SVGs don't come in true to size on Canvas Workspace. I don't know why, so that's why I include both type of files. So if you have a scan and cut, those will come out true to size for your machine. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you haven't received your kit already, I hope, let me switch back to me. I always forget that. Here I am. So if you don't already have your kit, I hope you get that soon. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye.